know what else? I could probably beat anyone in these types of fucking courts. District number 1. Yep. September 7th, 10 a.m. Oh, look at him. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any sign of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. We get this guy. Easy. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin now, then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Alright, Dick. You better help me out. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor plan map of the office to explain. Alright, let's look at this. Alright, she came here. Wait, the body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the finger found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. It looks like there's a sign of struggle. I feel like that's kind of a contradiction if Maya could fucking whack over Mia like that. They still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court records. Now, detective. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Wouldn't there be fingerprints on that dying message? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination... what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that statement. Whoosh. Schmack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in witness testimony, she pressed, I bet. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. That's what I was gonna do. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of time. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the murder? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Let's start pressing this fool. You better get pressed. Okay, that seems fine. There were 2 people there already. There were 2. I guess that's us 2. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Yeah, why immediately? Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness describing her account. Didn't you arrest her before that? Is there something that says that she got arrested before? You arrested her because of this. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Oh, fuck. No, it's because she didn't arrest her because of the fucking witness. It arrested her because of this fucking message. There was no way you could have fucking... Why? We had a count describing her. Hold on, just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did? She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantage. I didn't realize you can press like twice or something like that. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order. I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. You're gonna talk about the dying message. We already know this shit. Wasting our time with your bullshit, you stupid ass detective. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Oh, this fucking scumbag. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify this vital piece of evidence the first time? I did that, bro. I just submitted it. I was like, yeah. I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor. So, try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Cross-examination. After securing the witness exam. Okay, that seems fine. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. That's fine. On it, the word Maya is written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed? She was right-handed. Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what you got there. I didn't even know she was right-handed. I just assumed, like, if you wrote this, it was on the right side, right? So I guess that makes sense. Wasn't the death immediate? Death was instantaneous. Okay, I just got you, dumbass. Before she died, the victim wrote her name. Okay, I found it. On it, the word Maya was written clearly on it. Where is it? Lab test showed that the blood was... Victim's finger. You're done. Here you go. Eat this shit, bitch. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Miss Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. You a little dummy. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. You a little dumb boy, and now you just gave a bad witness testimony. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy report? Well, when? Oh shit, I don't remember. Was it the day of the murder? I think it was the day after the murder, right? It was the day after the murder? The prosecution's point being... The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. Okay, so you just made some piece of paper and you're just showing it as evidence. This motherfucker. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. So your piece of shit evidence, which no one can fact check, is just now submitted. That is all. I see. So you just accept this? Damn you, Edgeworth. Like, well, can we get this fact checked real quick? I should have known you have something up your sleeve. You're not a clown, you're the entire circus. I've seen that meme. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? Yeah, I'm about to say this. Fuck you. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. Alright, withdrawn. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Some bullshit ass report. Understood. That the court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Alright. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. What about a cooker? Miss April May? Let's take the witness, Miss April May. Take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent, bro? Yeah, she be doing some underground stuff, you know what I mean? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service, wink. Doing too much. Hey, she's kind of hot. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Is there only dudes in this court, man? Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the hearts of every man in this courtroom. Fuck, man. Even you? Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Geez, the hotel room, I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel room is directly across the Fay & Co. law office. Oops. Directly across the Fay from the Fay & Co. Okay. That's right, big boy. What the hell kind of word is big boy? Hey, big boy? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw and refrain from talking to people like that. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then, whoo, I saw a window with a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her, and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink. What was that, like the window thing? Was it like a direct view, I guess? Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, shut up, bitch! My homie just died and you're talking like this? Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I'm doing it. Fucking she's lying somewhere. I'm gonna find it. I'll gladly proceed with the prosecution, if only Because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked at the window, you know. Why were you looking out the window? Why did you do that? Yeah? Why? Like, why is it that? Why? Why did you look out of the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know. I had a feeling. What does that even mean? Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Go for it. There's no reason for why you should look outside the window like this. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my badgering? Hey, it's not badgering. Hey, Judge, what do you say? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. Well, it's relevant to the case, Your Honor. I really don't think it should be allowed. Hey, why am I hearing so many white knights? Yeah, stop the pull. Order, Mr. Wright, you must have been warned. What the fuck? You looked out the window. What did you see next? This is bullshit. Oh, then I saw Longhair being attacked. They both have long hair, so the woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? The person attacking her also had long hair. How can you tell from that angle? How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. What? They look the exact same. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish finger. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. I guess that's kind of true, the height. Can I question the testimony, or am I going to get in trouble? Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean, okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. I did not think about that. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. Yeah, I was just thinking, how can she tell that's Maya from that distance? But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. We got two testimonies on this. What do you say to that, Miss May? Wow! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw her. I saw what I did. I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Come on, this is you can't just have this many mistakes. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had a... I need like, find a contradiction. I did see everything. I did. The victim was a woman, dodged the first attack, and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes... What the hell do you mean hippie, bro? Ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Wait, that clock? The statue clock? The thinker, I think? How do you know that's a clock? Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you? I already got evidence on that. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination from the beginning. Alright, yeah, I already know what the fault is. I already know this shit. I'm such a good lawyer. I see everything. The victim, the woman dodged, yep, blah blah blah. Do you know this? Yeah, hold it. A clock? Didn't see this come up in our testimony recently. Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lloyd. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Okay, we're gonna just present the thinker. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there was no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Oop. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. How do you know that's a clock unless this fucking purple guy told you? Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. No. The defense is trying to confuse this issue with trivial concerns. This is important. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murders with these questions before. Well, only once. ... Overrule it. Sustained. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial wouldn't be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. What? Yes, I heard it. It says the time. You're so far from that. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room, hee. That's some distance. The law office of Fay & Co where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. No, it's not. What? She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, because there was also windows as well. No, Your Honor, I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Oh, because the batteries were taken out. It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. Does it mean it's empty? It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just take a look right now. Oh? See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. This guy's a fucking genius. Holy shit. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar and is fat as fuck. Well, Miss May. Tisk tisk. Huh? Quite a show you've put on us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty somehow? He knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? We got the recordings. We got the phone recordings. If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it, and that is exactly what happens, Your Honor. What happened, Your Honor? Well, Mr. Wright, we have evidence. Can you prove when the clockwork was removed? We got evidence. Haha. Impossible, of course. I've got evidence, you fool. I've got the phone records. I got it in my books. I have proof? What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. Evidence that proves when the clock was removed. Between the chief and Maya. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Actually, there's something I want to hold onto for me. What is it? What is it? It's a clock. It's made out of blah blah blah. You should probably say the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working. That's lame. Ah, shit. I heard that the clock worked out. Sorry, I put some papers. Is that evidence then? I'll leave it up to your imagination. See there. Can I present? Oh, it's E. That's why I accidentally pressed check. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone? Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is a defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she has written with the victim on the day of the murder. So that means, this is irrefutable evidence. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention? Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Grumble. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. What the fuck does that mean? I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold onto the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clock back out, sorry. 9:27. September, what is it, 4th? 9:27? I forgot what it said. No, it's somewhere. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clock was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at the hotel. I don't know what the fuck I made. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? ... Well, isn't it obvious? What? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. You fool! This is a 2-on-2. This is a 2 for 2. The witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yep. The witness claims she had seen it before, but only Butts is the maker of this. But this is directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. It's this one. It's simple. The clock was never in any stores ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sales today? What is bro is cooking up some jokes, bro, while he's in the courtroom. Are you okay? Yo, what the? What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die, burn this bitch. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Teehee. Wink, winky face, Scary. Miss May, let me ask, tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. Because she's an accomplice. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. The wiretap. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Have a look at this. That. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Lafay's phone, were you not? Whoa, whoa. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. Yeah, exactly. That's illegal regardless. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Ever say that weapon was a clock on the phone? Yeah, she did. Can you prove that? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. Is it not in here? Yeah, what the fuck it is? I was like, wait, am I showing the same fucking evidence? Bro, we literally talked about this. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? Again, it's this time. It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you've used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? What's ridiculous is your fucking ass getting in trouble. The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up. All of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyers. Yo, she just used the L word in court. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? That's it. The court seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping or irrelevant? God, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone? I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, now I show you. I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? How's this evidence? Think I'm making this up? Asked the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. That doesn't mean she committed the murder. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She knew the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. No, they're going to let her walk away. There's no way I could win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Talk about purple guy. It was say purple guy. Well, come to think of it, come on, think of something. Continue examining. Right. On with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Mr. April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes. But that bears no relevance to a case at hand. Murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Uh-oh. Think. This can't be the end. But I'm out of evidence. Then I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witness to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last. What? But that means Maya's guilty? Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The defense would like to call the bellboy after all. Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy and Miss April May's alibi proves to be solid, then by default, your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth, he's got me backed into a corner, but I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. I thought we call in because they talked about Mr. Wright, right? Why don't we mention that? Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I thought they would have had like a hat or something on. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. This guy looks like a butler, not a bellboy. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for the iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. So why specifically at 9? A coffee? I see. The defense may begin its cross-examinations. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Don't worry, we're the best lawyer money can buy. I'm the head bellboy. Yep, we know this. I believe I received a call after in from our guest. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to be drunk after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. May herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir, is an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer? Embracer? What the fuck is that, sir? Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was demure. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Holy shit. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I figured Miss May was up to something and wanted to bellboy to remember her. My man got a kiss. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Kiss this. Finally, you understand. This boy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This is charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it. Talk about Mr. White, bro. Walter White. This is really it. Now this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in? Maybe room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? Exactly like. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge as a recall. I see. But wasn't there alcohol there? $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. 2? What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was question. I forgot what that said. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite indeed. It was the, good barrister, the Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't to specifically ask, sir. What? You fool! Witness tampering. That's witness tampering. Wait, he goes to jail for that. Edgeworth needs to go to jail now. I've done it. He literally tampered the witness. What the fuck? Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hope that it's possible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? It's Purple Guy! Simple, it was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May has tapped the phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ooh. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Hey, I think I'm older than you, because Larry Butts is 23, and we were classmates. The court acknowledged the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, gasp. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Mayor Fay. Court is adjourned. About 7:24 p.m. Damn, that was a long fucking court session. Mr. Wright, you were amazing. Might be your newest fan. I gotta stop doing this voice. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, That other Tony was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. Yo! It sent shivers up my spine. Yo, you're not... Were you working with him? If you say so. He's not that or that. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. On my life. I'm counting on you. Don't worry, this is an easy case, bro. I got this. Ask for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of the testimonies were all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May's testimony were added to the record. I don't know how much good this would do me. I don't know. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Mine doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued.